presentation for week, during week 6. We'll be presenting it sa week 6. Okay? So I think magamit nyo yung break for this training. At least, okay, so I will go through with this guidelines to determine maximum potential development. So one is that we should identify the land use classification. So upon reading, land use classification is C2, and according to National Building Code is yung regulation under dito is pwede siya makabuild ng C1. Okay? And upon reading sa C1, ang buildable sa C1 is these are the allowable uses under C1, which is office condominium building, which we have general stores and shops like shopping center. So if you read the definition terms of shopping center is a place wherein there is 15 or more shops, right? So actually we are having this kind of facility sa atin na proposal, close to a mall, okay? And it allows also for sports and recreational centers. So not entirely na sports facility, but it can accommodate. That's why yung Mall of Asia, meron siyang ganito din na facility. Okay, so sports and recreation centers, and then commercial housing. Mind the term commercial housing kasi gusto kong ma-refer ito bakit nag-identify tayo ng RT later on. Okay, commercial housing, like hotel, and then yung mga condominiums na for rent or other na functions of hotels na same na merong commercial na activity. Next is second, identify the proposed project issues. We have this given in our problem. So we have hotel, vehicle entertainment, office, allocated na development is already given in that brief, 45, 30, 25. Okay? So ayaw siya i-interchange later on. Baka ma-interchange niyo yung mall and office. I've seen interchange na sa calculation, and then it turns out mas lako ang na office kaysa mall. And then identify the existing road right of way. We have National Road John MacArthur, which is 30 meters wide, City Road which is 20. And this would be the basis of our setback. So number 4, identify the minimum setback. This is National Building Code. It states there na meron tayong 833 or 855. Okay? Now, in the land use zone ordinance na Davao, commercial lot with having a fronting a road na 30 meters and 20 should be 20 ang setback from the road. Okay? And the rest, yung rear and side, inside nagamit rin 3. Or all of you are using 5 meters for the rear and side. Okay, so same. So number 5 is determine the resultant allowable value maximum building footprint or MACA, which is when you plot the setback and then you in the part, ang area niya is 12,525, right? We have the same number, square meter. So ang PSO niya, considering this 12,500 plus, ang PSO niya divided by PLA, it should be 65, approximately 65%. And then, automatically, ang TOSL is 35 approximately. Okay, 35 plus 65, 100%. So TOSL is open space within the lot. Meaning meron siyang unpaved and then paved. Pusa, isa, right? So ang pusa dito will be identifying the percentage later on. Number 6 is determine the PSO TOSL based on the required by National Building Code. Kailangan natin i-check kung asa ang stringent. Yung bang i-calculate natin based on the setback or yung nasa National Building Code. Yung National Building Code states that on C2, it requires only 75% na PSO, and we calculated 65. Asa ang stringent ato? 65 or 75? Ang 65, we can only build a 65% of the TLA na footprint. So that would be the most restrictive na provision. Now, on the USA-ISA, ang butang din sa building code is you can have a unpaid or paid, sorry, hindi ako nabasa this ako, sorry, paid open space na require sa NBC is only 20%, and then ang ISA niya is only 5, which is 25. Now what we have calculated based on our footprint is that we have 35. Now if you read, so meaning ang 65-35 natin is the stringent one, okay? So number 7, determine the USA-ISA of the POSL. So ISA-USA na is, again, mas strict ang land use, pero nag-identify ang land zoning ordinance ng Davao na aside from the provided by law, you should add 10% for green space, right? Kanina we have identified 20 for the paid and then 5% for the unpaid. Unpaid includes greeneries, water feature, and so on. Yung walang covering. Now, ang land use zoning, ingon siya, should require a 10% additional sa required by law. So meaning, ang 5 should be added with 10. That's why ang calculated natin kanina is 35. And 20 plus 15 is 35. Okay? So, therefore, we can conclude na 20 ang paid and then 15 ang greeneries or water feature and so on. Lahat ng softscape, 15%. 15% of TLA, 20% of the TLA ang mga paid ones. Sidewalk, roads, and so on. Okay, identify the use and occupancy, proposed building, and so on classification. This is very important to really conclude na what we're having in that area should be about or conforming with the National Building Code na uses. So in the table coming from the National Building Code, ang hotel is under B, Group B, and Division B1, the only division in Group B. And then ang zoning niya, based on the table, nasa ibutang to R3. So, meaning ang R3 is high density residential, which is the one that we're looking. Occupancy characterized mainly, ang basahan ko yung pag-specify dito, medium rise structure, exclusive is a multiple family dwelling, so dapat i-specify na hotel diya. Housing RT structure may include low-rise to medium residential, commercial, condominium buildings that are already commercial in nature. So sa tanan R3, sa tanan R dahil, ang R3 lang ang butangan ng commercial in nature. Okay? So, residential siya with commercial na use. Hotel is under that. So, akong i-specify kanina, commercial housing is hotel. Group E is yung shopping center under Division E2, mall or similar to mall and office building. So, E2 siya, and the zoning classification is C2 pa rin. And then yung occupancy niya is more of C2. Okay. So this is medium building, medium rise, and then medium to high density. ang ibutang diri ang municipal level or city level commercial use, you can see. Ang C3 is regional, right? Meaning, kung region siya, regional, ako tayo ng amount. Number 9 is identify the building height. Now, dito, medyo some groups are confused with having this. Ang nilagay nila is meters, not the floors. Okay? Highlight number. Now, ang building height ng R3 is 12 floors. And then, ang building height ng commercial C2 is 6 floors. So, don't mind kanang pinaka-right hand side na column because that is considering a 3 meter floor to floor height. What we're having now in the brief is 3.5, right? Desired height. So kaning 36 of 80 is using 3 meters floor to floor height. Now number 10, compute the resultant height, meaning the number of floors times desired height is the resultant height. Meaning sa C2 we have 21 meters and R3 is 42. Okay? Based on the 3.5 na floor to floor height. So now we're determining the building bulk. Building bulk by definition sa NBC is the building volume. Okay? Coming from the TGFA. Lahit itong allowable maximum building volume na AMBB because ang formula ato is building footprint times resultant height. Okay? Ang kaning building bulk is computed coming from the GFA. So that's why ang unang i-determine is the GFA using a floor. So nag-try ako compute of a floor. I'm using a floor na maximum, which is R3 is 8.1 and then sa C2 is 9 maximum na floor. And it turns out I have a GFA 164 plus and I converted it to a TGFA which is having nakatotal ako na using a multiplier of 1.2 and 1.33 and I have the TGFA of 209,000 plus. And after that I have a volume which is 734,000 plus cubic meter. This is the number, is very close number gamit sa other batch with different matrix. 700,000 cubic meter. Ako tayo siya ang development. And then the number 13 is determine the allowable maximum building volume. If you read the National Building Code, binabutang din siya establish AMBB. Meaning, hindi mo siya always always mag-prevail. Now, ang volume niya, when I calculated it separately. Dili lang siya isa ka use our zoning classification. I use an R3 and then C2. Now later on, I will explain nanong wala ko ni gamit o isa ka zoning or zoning classification later sa end part na. Now, kabaluta, ang R3 is 45%, which is I have here development allocation of 45, and then ang C2 will be 55% para ma-complete na ko ang AMBF niya separately. So I can have a separate volume, and then afterwards, I can total the volume. Okay, yung formula process, right? Okay, let's say tayo. So I have 381 something cubic meter na AMBV. Now, kung wala man nag-match ang atong building bulk o ang atong established na AMBV. So meaning, ang PGFA process is you need to adjust. That's why ang floor, meron siyang 3.6 to 9. Meaning, ang floor within the middle is still acceptable. ang FLAR na 7.1 to 8.1 sa R3, ang 7.5 is acceptable na FLAR. Okay, so naa siya yung range. Now, kay dako man siya, I need to adjust my FLAR. Anong kailangan natin i-adjust ang FLAR? Because sa reading sa zoning ordinance, diba ang FLAR or FAR, wala nag-specify ang zoning ordinance, right? Wala FAR sa land use or zoning ordinance in Davao. Ang state dito, I will just read. Okay, ingon na rin, sa zoning ordinance ng Davao is pertaining to FAR. I will read this one. All projects must comply with FAR of each general and subzone. Kung imong basahon ang subzone, wala din. The FAR will be determined by the City Planning Office and jointly subject to approval of the City Council. Walay number, butang na ito nga provide sa City Office. So meaning, I don't know kung saan nila pag-calculate ang FAR, but ibutangan na rin na sila yung muhatag. So wala tayong number which we can have a computation with, right? So what I did is i-complete na sa ko having a lowest using a minimum or lowest na FAR, which is 3.6 for C2 and then 7.1 for R3. Now, it turns out, dili yapon mag-match ang volume, building wall. Okay? Ang building wall is 400,333, which is 50,000 more than 381. So, anong gawin? Dili yapon mo-match. Maski gigamit na tawag pinaka-mabu na FAR sa NBC. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to use the building volume, which is the allowable building volume. Okay. We need to use this one because reading sa National Building Code, this is the established na building volume rate. Ano mo siya mausap? Ang butang sa law natin is AMBB must always prevail. Kahit anong kung siya. Basta mo niya ang volume na established. Now, pwede niya siya mausap based sa local ordinance, pero kailangan siya i-amend or approved by here sa atong gobyerno. Okay, so for now, for the sake of our plate, kailangan natin gamitin to as the final AMBB established, and then how to make this one as a TGFA. Because kami sa building volume raman dilit ni siya area. Paano siya maging TGFA? Okay, divide siya by height. Resultant or desired. Ang desired natin is 3.5. So, kani siya 381 divided by desired is 108,970 plus meter squared. Okay? Now, kaning ko is only important numbers for this stage. Okay? So, wala naman volume ani, nakapot mo yung TGFA. Para maka-identify mo asa ang limitations, limitation for area and limitation for volume. Okay? Now, after ani, identify yun yung maka-identify na mo limitation for hotel, volume for the hotel, TGFA for the hotel, and then for the shopping center or retail entertainment, and then office. Okay? Paano? Kasi we have a given 45, 30, 25. Okay? So, i-total sa before kayo mag-allocate ng development allocation percentage. Okay, so, mga mo for hotel, RE, and then office. Now, paano ngayon i-convert ang TGFA into GFA? Paano i-convert ang TGFA to GFA? Table. Okay, gamitin ang percentage ng table. Lahat ba nakakita itong table? Ganito, nasa dito ang table, lar. Lar. Table 7, no? Okay, so familiar mo nyo? Now, ang atong computation last time, nagamit kami ng column, multiplier. Kaninang multiplier is to convert the GFA to TGFA. So ngayon, baliktad na to. I-convert na to ang, or kuha na to ang GFA out of TGFA. So atong may gamiton is the percentage. Ang unang kuha is non-GFA using percentage. Meaning, ako na-explain na ingon there is a table na ang R3 should have a 16% non-GFA. So, unsa ang building efficiency ratio nito? Target 16. Unsa ang efficiency ratio if you're having a 16% non-GFA? 84. Nako, kasi kuha mo na tayo sa business. Okay? 84 ang ginaingon there is a National Building Code efficiency ng R3. I think I explained that 84 is achievable siya pero there are some cons on that. Okay? So meaning you are targeting a 84. So ang requirement ko is 70 to 80% efficiency ratio average. Okay? Wala na ako nag-aspire and nag-desire and nag-84 because I know na siya impact sa planning. Okay? Now, at least makuha ninyo ang NGFA. Okay? Now, sa commercial 2 is having only a 25, right? But, okay, 25. So meaning a 75% building efficiency ratio on target, and which is good and achievable. But on commercial na mall, I don't know if makuha mo sa okay? Okay, so 25. So meaning, makakuha mo ano yung number, and then minus na lang ang TGFA and NGFA equals GFA. Okay? So here,
regarding furniture ba, di ba dalawa ang country ng so 16 and 33. Ano namin na-expect? Ratio ng 16
no, unin mo muna ang overall bago tayo meaning C2 overall, and then no, sorry. Overall muna bago i-allocate, and then 16, gawin pa rin na 16
so basically, sir, yung
diba makakuha ka na ng TGFA of the 3. So, kunin mo ng NGFA of the so, each naman to. So, each TGFA, so meron kayong volume for hotel, volume for RT, volume for office. And then, so on. Okay? Tanan na makuha mo. Different ang number. Ang important, at the start, kailangan mo i-total ang BB and then TGFA bago ka ma-breakdown na. Okay, now, why I'm doing this? Because I'm expecting parehas na ng number sa presentation. same present number. Don't worry, I will be posting this calculation and then kayo na ang magkuha ng the rest of NCFA and okay, before tayo mag-proceed, I would be kuha na ko, explain sa na ko itong space program and then the requirement for week 5 submission. And then I'll be checking kung naay kang pa-consult. By the way, nagbutang ako consultation monitoring form. Every time magpa-consult mo, please do fill out those forms. Okay? And kung wala niyo na-fill out previously, please do so. Butang lang dito sa butang ako ng link sa butang kung fill out na form. No online consultation is great. I'll be sharing sa teams na messages but not really good sa probably, akong preference with consultation is face-to-face. I don't like basa sa kanila. It's okay lang sa inyo. It's okay lang sa inyo.
Sa PNP, circular, sa exam, or pwede na
Section na. Okay.
Okay, lang yung background ko.
Okay. Okay, now if there are, now, pagbutang niyo sa masing later on, na ay siya gamay na bilibid niyo matumbok tong number, please, ito lang, hundreds lang siguro ang difference natin. Okay? For example, 45%, naamon 45% sa 50,000 sa hotel, inyong dimasi, ang inyong nagbuhat ng namasin or planning later on, naala sa 49 something, at least 100 lang. Okay? So, delete siya na. Now, okay, wala na question sa calculation, right? Intindihan na lahat? Yes, yes. So, expect na ko present number. Mag-calculate din. Okay? Okay, balik ako during